Hi everyone, this is Kate back with you again for another episode of P.P.S Talk. Entrepreneurship, writing, directing, filmmaking. Calling today's guest talented is an understatement. Let's welcome together the one and only, the truly great and beyond creative, Mustafa Abbas. Why filmmaking?
Well, I don't want it to sound like it's a choice. Okay, it's an industry. It's a field that has every kind of risk you can imagine: the financial risks, the creative risks. But it's something that it's like a calling. You have to do it. It's a number of things, from your love of movies in general, my fascination with human beings, psychology, character development, and the visuals. And I can share that with the audience, literally.
What difficulties did you face and how did you overcome them?
I think with any industry, you're going to continuously face obstacles. So it's important to know when to stick to your style, stick to your method, and when to adapt with the times.
Morning jogs or midnight walks?
I mean, I take midnight walks usually, but I would like to do a morning jog also.
What influenced you to start a barbershop?
Well, I mean, I used to cut my own hair for about 8-9 years. So it is a combination of that with having a place where gentlemen can hang out. I mean, I don't cut hair in the salon, but I mean, it's a place where men can go and chill, you know.
Legends you look up to?
Ralph Waldo Emerson, Dale Carnegie, Robert Redford, Napoleon Hill, the list goes on.
What book would you like to turn to a film one day?
Well, there was a nice graphic novel that I read a long time ago. It was called Sleeper. That was very interesting. It was like crime mixed with sci-fi, and I think that would make an interesting movie.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
So I would say I am learning. I'm always learning. So that's one way I would describe myself. And then I'd like to think I'm self-disciplined, and I'm passionate, very passionate.
A product you think everyone should have in their bag?
Deodorant.
How did you come up with those agent names for your businesses?
I think it's the same way I would come up with a name for a movie. It's like you're trying to crack open a safe. And it feels right, and you go with that.
What keeps you motivated?
Anybody can be demotivated. It's good and bad. I'm constantly passionate. I'm constantly motivated. So I need to kind of pace myself. But I think what keeps you motivated is the bigger picture.
Are any of your films based on the real stories?
No, just real feelings.
Grilled cheese sandwich or pizza?
If it has cheese on it, I'm gonna eat it.
What qualities should someone have to run a business?
So you have to know about numbers. But I think you need to have, more than anything, you need to have taste.
Who inspires you?
Anybody with a valid opinion, a person who actually has a valid opinion, not someone who thinks they have a valid opinion, because there's too many of those around. Someone who actually has a valid opinion, that person is inspiring.
Where do you see yourself in a decade?
We'll see.
Where's the best place to spark up ideas?
When you're about to fall asleep is one of them, because you tap into the subconscious. So that's where people get ideas, and it either keeps them awake, or they tell themselves, you know what, I'll remember it in the morning, and you don't remember it in the morning.
Favorite collaboration?
Rolls Royce.
What does the number 35 in 35 Burgundy stand for?
I can't tell you.
Why you cannot tell me?
I can't.
Oh. Just as a funny joke, I'm asking this question for 3 years. What did 12-year-old Mustafa want to be when he grows up?
Detective.
Advice for anyone experiencing writer's block.
Write down your notes before they pile on and it blocks you. So when you get a good idea, write it down. And let the ideas come to you and write them down before you forget all of them and get blocked.
How do you face criticism?
Look, it would be nice to say I face it with an open mind. It would be nice to say that, but the reality is I take criticism from people I take advice from. So you can't take criticism from just anyone. You can allow them to share their thoughts, sure, but you don't have to apply it. Apply the criticism from someone who knows what they're talking about. This is what I meant when I said valid opinion.
Define your taste in music.
It has to have meaning. It has to make me feel something.
What's Aficionados all about?
Aficionados is about supporting local brands, supporting homegrown brands, things that happened here. And because we're in different industries, we're in hi-fi, we're in luxury, we're in grooming, we're in real estate, we've seen the challenges one can face while opening up a business here. So we opened up a separate business to support upcoming businesses or new businesses.
Advice for amateur filmmaker?
Listen to the signs. The universe wants you to improve.
Do you have any hidden talents?
A few?
Can you name them?
No.
Where do you keep your awards?
My office.
What comes to mind when you hear the word art?
Blade Runner 1 and 2.
Upcoming project?
Yes, I have an Arabic movie coming up. It's a mystery, it's dark and noirish, and I'm very excited.
What's the best marketing agency in the world?
There's one called P.P.S Marketing. They're the best in the world.
Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you so much. It was my pleasure to welcome you today in our P.P.S talk.
Thank you so much.